first tears. I hope that you will enjoy this, as it will be like a little date, one-on-one kind of thing. But like, yeah, don't mind my cat, please. I don't. Anyway, hi Monkyvers. Hi. Sorry if I'm a little bit low, but don't mind. Also, when I'm wearing my pajamas, these essentials and cozy night. But I feel like this will be a good video to have my. Yeah, I still keep it small. Thank you so much for being here. I did my lashes. Yeah, that might will have a little cluster difference, but it's fine. I've been learning how to do it properly, so I won't lose another eye that I used to follow for a couple months, get retired. I'm a little bit off because of that. Yeah, and it's like a thing that kind of that I didn't understand until I felt it, just like a chapter. And like, yeah, she's helping me a lot, and I hope she knows that. And yeah, she had a boyfriend, so don't mind you. Either way, thank you so much for being here, and welcome to Coffee Talk, where I talk about my journey as a musician, all of that. So be cozy and get ready for this episode. Let's continue. So I feel like a lot has been going on since the last time that we spoke, or the time that I spoke here in like this coffee talk. I feel like it's been just the time that I was, trying to see if I like women and said about women and stuff like that. In my last episode that I was talking here, kind of about it, but like, I feel like now that has been years, I explore the sense of like male trying to prove their maleness by trying to pull me romantically speaking, so they will affirm that I'm attracted to men, not women, because some of them tell me directly, I think that you are not into. I fixed my lash, but like how I was explaining, that was the kind of thing that I had back in this week, and like unraveling and like kind of asking even though myself, maybe I just wanted to have a 5-year break from relationship. And I was like, but like we didn't want to, but like actually I did not wanted to have it. You actually were. So in purpose or not, you just want to be dumb. And I was like, first of all, I need to recognize that I was dumb, because I never, like, after my kind of situation, kind of thing, or kind of agreement that I did with a boy, with a girl, I really was thinking that was going to be long term. So I was like direct, and I kind of stayed in my mind. I was like, do you want to try or not? Maybe if after a week that we can see, whatever if we last more than a week, that maybe we can be boo and boo, whatever. But like, we're making official that we are doing this. So I was like, yeah, whatever. And that was like kind of the thing. But what I'm pulling back again is because was more straightforward, because we met each other before. So we met first, and then we kind of start to talking, start to kind of see and all of that. So I always didn't have time. Also, that's what I kind of quit that kind of thing that I was doing by the time, because I was wanting also to have time for me and to them. So it requires time, for friendship, partnership, work, whatever. So I was more able to open my eyes and be open to love and open to whatever. So I need to also say that here. So whenever I will, whatever, do I need to be open to relationship and to pay attention to the signs, because I'm a straightforward person. Like, you tell me that you don't like me, I'm like, cool. And you tell me like that you don't want to be cool, you tell me to be their partner, cool. But like, I need to know you first, and where you came from, where you whatever. And unpacking someone is not a word easy as well. And also with my album at home, I feel like it takes so maturity to be unpacking all my truths, unpacking even though my sexuality as a person, as a human being, because at 18 I was so, you know, kind of these feelings new and whatever. But like I had those feelings. I remember the time that I felt, you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? By hearing someone's voice, and I was like, wait, like I never felt this over a man. Like never. I was kind of scared. I was like, wait, am I this woman? And that time I already affirmed before I confirmed double that I was into women. At that time I was confirming that I'm into women. Doesn't matter how much I try. I never, because that person didn't touch me at all. But their voice is something. If you know what I mean? If you know what I mean? It's hard to say. It's kind of just been like speaking about my truths, but like that happens when you have a listen, when you kind of do that song, whatever. He was like, yeah, bisexuality and demisexuality was okay, because besides trauma that I've been unpacking those times and with music, even though I create my schedule, but like at the first album I finally do all of what I'm going to do. I really need to not sleep a lot, and I know that it's a bad habit, but I was committed to it. And after that, of course, I never gave myself the reward of napping. Don't think that everything that I do I was like napping, but like the time that I was taking a day off, I was napping, just living. And actually I know that it was some kind of bad to do, but like I didn't realize you can enjoy life, you can enjoy sleeping while you also enjoy to working, because that was a time that I didn't have anything to do, just watching things randomly, just reading whatever, but not on purpose, just reading because you love to read. And I still have time to, I even though count the time, I still have time to do content, I still have time to post, I still have time to, you know, go on a walk, and I still have time to do things that I didn't do before. And I was doing check, and I was like, yeah. And there is no worry in me to be not committed. The worry in me is just to feel that I can't fix it, or I can't, but like it's a work unto. And the moment that I realized was when I was talking to a friend randomly, and like it was kind of toxic, and like this was recently also, and they were like telling me things, and I was like, please do not create problems, or do not create problems where I don't have, or I've already fixed with me. So then I noticed that maybe the problem is not me, it's the people that I try to let into my life, because when you are a healer, you attract people that need fix, that you need to fix. So I was like, yeah, that's not my thing. So the time that I had with me, by the moment that I was allowing me to heal, to be with myself again, I really was able to do that. And related with music, I've really been enjoying to experiment with sounds, with stuff like that. Even though that I remember just having like a sound in my mind, it's going to feel, it's going to taste, and I do my best every day that my songs will be improved. I just have one playlist, one, but like that one, it allowed me to have a listener still. So that's the greatest blessing ever. And I've been just sharing, having less, trying to take off my fear that I had to be open up a lot on the stage, because in Twitch, social media, and even the Roblox that I've been installing just for the sake of the game, just so I could sing, and I could be a little bit more known in that community, because I've been seeing my favorite singer also do that. It's going also to be that, you know, and related to my favorite singer, it doesn't need to affect everything. Like, just because I look feminine and just touchy and just whatever, doesn't mean that I'm not less like I've been treating with like care and attention. Kind of got really excited because the song was so good, and I've been untangling that kind of experiences, kind of detaching myself from the emotions that I feel. The more that I would be into, the more that I would be, you know, whatever. The more that I will be this and I'm only that, and after I quit my job, or I did these things, and all of that put together has been taking me to feel the way that I feel now, but like less overreactive towards everything, because there has been many times. That's what I had this kind of bracelet that I bought from the place that I work to the place next to the place that I work, and this for protection. Cause a little bit more of my city, kind of more spiritual related, but like I don't want to explain the meaning of it, just leave it here. And that was because I noticed, because I'm very sensitive to energy, I was drained by someone who, you know, came back, like they were cheating in each other, they were either going out with another girls, and the same girl, and they were calling like freshly, you are the love of my life in front of my face. So that kind of affect me the way that I see love for a bit, but I don't let that to affect me. So I feel that, and I quit because of that. So amongst other things, I just been chilling, coffee, and just feeling again in touch with myself, and just giving the meaning that it's going to be like a teaching for me, and just to not being scared to feel alone this time, to feel that I have it in on my charge, because that really drained me and kind of hit me right off, you know, one day to another, like something that I am used to kind of will choke off. That's what I love, a stable relationship rather than just a hookup thing, because I know there's gonna be an end. I know also there's gonna be an end, and I love that it's going to be like a stable together and not a stable juggling. You know what I mean? But like, of course, relationship juggle and things juggle, but like you're going to be still. That is way different than just cut it off. And I kind of a little bit anxious, I'm not gonna lie, to take the charge and to teach you what I've been learning. I'm not a perfect preacher, but I have a lot that I experienced towards my teenagehood, my young adulthood, my childhood, and I don't let that affect me. And I know there's gonna be a time where I'll probably move out, and I'm probably gonna be in a space that it will match better the way that I am more, you know, but like it will be the time that will be meant for me. I don't need to have a little debit to have the life that I had. And on top of that, I'm going to tell you 3 stories that I have from the week that I was off, because in that week I was ovulating, so I was going to confirm 2 things. I didn't go with someone, but like I noticed the silliest thing that I want to tell you is that when I'm really insensitive to backs, necks, and black, like it's just something in hands, backs, and necks that I feel it's so like captivating in some sense, but like it's generally speaking, but I can do it because I'm demisexual, so that took me off again. So I had this kind of urge, you know, where you wanna be and you just wanna be, but you just hold back, and it's just the feeling that you have, and you just feel holding back and then coming back. You just wanna, you know, but like you can't. So I take the time to be in my solitude, celibacy, being like, I might need a nap right now instead of scratching walls. And I enjoyed that time just being buying things for my family. They asked me to, you know, family does, just buy something on the market or whatever. kind of connecting more and being fine in that time. Just I remember purchasing a croissant, and I never enjoy a croissant more than ever. That I feel guilty. Yeah, because it was a big croissant, and like I hear one of the coaches that I saw that said croissant, like big, whatever. But like I've been letting my emotions be at the time, crying if I want to, if I don't, because I always cry. Not on camera more, but like I cry and I just let be. I can, but I know it's not that hard because after I completed PTSD, I'm like thinking to long term, but like without feeling anxious. I control here, but to long term. And even though with my brother, or I try to hold back the more that I can. Sometimes it's hard, but it's not impossible. The first I was like, but I know the dips and cons, and I was like, gonna be off, trauma off, things like that. I don't care how it's gonna be from my age to another future generations, but like I can do the change by being calm, and I can connect with other people by being calm, and I can expand that calmness to other people. And because we are all connected as human beings in society, we can all being sharing coping mechanisms, so we can share with other and we can interlink to all the society. So whether or not the thing that you do or not, you can affect the others. And I didn't realize that until I say a word that was only meant for me, but I get all along that this word kind of playing into that, even though that I hear in the TV show. So that was when I can actually know about like, and if something could be popular like content, maybe we can do that with like good content. And I've been tempted so much by girls that tell me, I've been doing these kind of things that are not aligned with me, and I've been gaining this kind of money, but I won't be letting myself be. That is not for me, and the only thing that hold me to show my whole self in all kind of areas, because I have a red area of my life that is not just the color red, and that is for me, the person that I'm going to be with, and I have another area that is public for work, whatever, and it's more for kids and people that work with me. So no matter how I feel, I'm just always straightforward. So yeah, it's kind of long, but yeah, I encourage you to take your time to go to a coffee shop, kind of reflect, and just being again with yourself and just be fine. But like, I want to encourage you to do something that you don't like, and just don't do it because of the sake of another person, just do it because you want it, or because it had a meaning for you. Like, do it because of that, and yeah. Thank you so much for being here, my keyword. If you get to this point, love you. Thank you so much, and don't forget to comment, share, and we can even have some tea. We can have some coffee. That's what I call the session coffee talks, where I kind of rumble myself more and don't beat myself much, and and also my manga is kind of wait. My manga is going well, so I don't have other plans, so I'm going to post it, and it's gonna be cool. So yeah, bye, love you, bye. You have all of the things down below: podcast, manga, clothing line, and my music, of course, down below. I'm the owner, CEO, producer, distributor. Not a Monky Cozy, but I do the designs. I'm in charge of designs, publishment, whatever, all of that. So they only do that. They're on the boss. They're just boss. I mean, they already. So yeah, I'm not. I wish that I could. I would be laying in my bed if I would be like a ANR, like an industry plant. I would be laying in my bed, just waiting and laying in my bed, like a stiff and be like, I hope I will get 1,000 followers right now. No, I need to do all of that promotion, things like that. I'm just kind of lower, but I always love to be here. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. Bye. Love it. I think I said it at the time, but like just in case we need always slow. Bye.